Here's something that will completely flip your perspective. The more you avoid discomfort, the harder your life becomes. Marcus Aurelius discovered this paradox over 1800 years ago while writing his meditations during Rome's most brutal wars, and he developed 3 fundamental principles that transform any suffering into automatic growth. Modern society teaches us exactly the opposite, selling us comfort as happiness, but this mindset is silently sabotaging our personal and professional evolution. Subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and comment where in the world you're watching from, because now I'm going to tell you everything. Do you step away from hard things and then feel stuck? Many people try to avoid pain. Many people move toward comfort. That choice feels safe in the short term. It makes the moment easier. It does not make the future easier. Avoiding hard things often creates new problems. It stops learning. It keeps skills small. It keeps confidence low. If you want steady growth, you must meet hard moments and keep moving. Growth happens when you face a hard moment and take one small step forward. Growth does not need drama. Growth needs a steady decision to act in small ways. You do not need a big plan. You need one clear small step each day. One small step done again and again changes a life. This is the main idea. The harder feeling is not the enemy. The habit of turning away from the hard feeling is the problem. If you change that habit, you give space for steady growth. An old thinker named Marcus Aurelius wrote about this idea when he lived in a time of war and pressure. He wrote short notes to himself. He wrote about pain and choice. He wrote that avoiding what is hard often makes life harder. He wrote that small, steady action matters more than strong feeling. His notes are simple. They ask a person to see facts, to calm the mind, and to test the edge of comfort on purpose. Those 3 steps are simple to name and simple to try. They need practice to work. There are 3 simple rules that make hard moments useful for growth. The first rule asks you to accept what you cannot change and to focus on your choices. Acceptance means you see the fact as it is. You say the fact in plain words. You do not add a long story to the fact. You do not wish the fact was different. You name the fact, and then you look for one small next action that you can control. That action moves you forward a little. Doing small actions again and again changes your path. The second rule asks you to train your mind to stay calm and keep acting. Calm does not mean you have no feeling. Calm means you do not let fear or anger stop your action. You can learn simple ways to make space between the feeling and the act. A short breath, a slow count, a clear name for the feeling. Those small steps give the mind a moment to choose. After that moment, pick one small action and do it. Over time, the mind learns to act under stress. It does not learn to be perfect. It learns to work steadily. The third rule asks you to use small daily tests to build strength and skill. Small tests are short and limited. They push a little past what is easy. They are not dangerous. They are just a bit harder than your usual comfort. A test can be a little extra work, a short call you avoid, a brief change in your routine, or a short body challenge. Do one small test each day. Keep it clear and small. Write it down. Give it a short note on how it felt. A little more difficulty each week will grow your skill without breaking you. Those 3 rules are simple to name. They are simple to explain. They are not simple to use without practice. Each rule asks for steady repetition. The rules ask for small steps that fit daily life. The plan does not ask for sudden change. Sudden change ends quickly. The plan asks for slow, steady work that adds up over time. The aim is steady growth, not a single heroic act. Modern life makes it easy to choose comfort all the time. Many services and tools reduce friction in life. They make things fast and simple. That ease can hide a cost. When life is always easy, you have fewer chances to face small, hard moments. Those small, hard moments are where skill grows. When you skip hard moments by habit, your muscle to handle stress becomes weaker. Your confidence becomes smaller. You may not notice the loss at first. Over months and years, the loss shows in tasks that feel harder than they should. Work, relationships, health, and learning all suffer when you avoid steady, small challenge. To change that pattern, start by noticing where you choose comfort by habit. Watch your day with a quiet mind. Look for small moves that you skip because they feel a little hard. It could be 1 extra minute of focused work. It could be a short message you do not send because you fear the answer. It could be a small physical move you skip because you would rather sit. Choose one of those small moments and change it into a tiny test. Keep the test very small so you can do it each day. Pick a clear time for the test. Make the rule simple and repeatable. Tell one person if that helps you keep the plan. Small tests work because they build a steady path. A single test does not change everything. A test done every day builds a habit and builds skill. Write the test on a small note. Each day write the date, the test, and 1 short note on how it felt. Give the effort a number for difficulty between 1 and 10. Look at the notes after a week. The record will show patterns. If the test felt too hard, lower it. If it felt too easy, add a little more challenge. The record helps you see real change that you might not notice if you only trust memory. Expect setbacks and treat them as normal. A missed day or a hard failure is not a sign that the plan is wrong. It is part of the work. When a setback happens, write 1 simple sentence about what stopped you. Write 1 simple sentence about the next small step you will do. Restart as soon as you can. Do not use a missed day as a reason to stop the whole plan. Small, steady returns matter more than perfect streaks. Patience matters more than sudden bursts. Keep safety in mind. Growth is not the same as harm. Choose tasks that push you a little but do not cause real pain. If a test causes strong anxiety or real physical harm, stop and change it. If a mental health or medical issue appears, seek help from a qualified professional. Use friends or family to keep you honest and safe. Share your plan with a trusted person. Ask them to check in and to keep you within healthy bounds. The first step you can do now is simple. Pick 1 small task that is a little hard for you. Make the task concrete. Choose a time to do it. Keep the task short and clear. Tell 1 person if that helps you keep the promise. Do the task every day for a short time. Repeat the same small step until it feels easier. After a few weeks, add a little more challenge. Keep the change slow so you do not break the habit. Practice acceptance in the moment. When something is true and you cannot change it, say the fact in 1 short sentence. Name the feeling in 1 short word. Then find 1 small action you can do now. Do it. This pattern moves energy from wishing for different facts into clear steps you control. The pattern is simple and short. Use it often. The more you use it, the more the habit will grow. Build calm by simple acts. Take a long, slow breath. Count to 3 before you move. Name the feeling in 1 short phrase. After the breath or count, act on 1 small step. Do that in small moments of stress first. Practice it again and again. Over time, the breath and the count will help the mind hold steady against larger pressure. The goal is steady work, not perfect feeling. Use small daily tests to grow strength. A short test may be 5 minutes of added focus, a brief call that feels hard, or a short shower with cold water if you want a body test. Keep the test clear and short. Record how it felt. Add a little more difficulty each week. Do not push into harm. Keep the tests safe and limited. Tests done every day build skill and confidence. Change comfort habits slowly. Notice a habit you do by default. Replace that habit with a short test. Keep the change tiny at first. Pick a time and a simple rule. Do the same step every day for a short time. As the step becomes easier, add a small amount of difficulty. This slow change rewires your day. It makes space for more practice and more learning. Write a short record each day. On the note, write the date, the test, and one short line on how it felt. Give the effort a difficulty score from 1 to 10 in words. At the end of the week, look at the record. Ask a simple question. Is this too hard or too easy? Make small changes. If you miss days, write what stopped you and what you will do next. Restart quickly and simply. Expect slow change. Real change takes time. Do not expect a sudden jump. Small repeated acts are what change habit and skill. Over weeks and months, you will notice tasks that once felt hard becoming easier. Your confidence will grow. You will be able to choose more challenge without breaking your limits. Growth comes from steady practice over time. This plan asks for one small choice each day. It asks you to accept what you cannot change, to calm the mind enough to act, and to test yourself with short, safe challenges. It asks you to write a small record and to return quickly after setbacks. It asks you to keep safety and limits in view. The plan is simple in words. It asks for steady practice to work in life. If you make the choice to face discomfort in small steps, you allow steady growth. Each small step makes the next step easier. Each small test builds a little more skill. Each calm action teaches the mind to hold steady under pressure. The path is not quick. The path is not easy at first. It is simple and doable. It asks for patience and daily work. Start with one small step now. Make the rule clear, make the task small, and make a short note of the effort. Do it again tomorrow. Repeat the same move until it becomes easier. Add a small bit more challenge after a few weeks. Keep the work safe and steady. Over time, the small steps will add up into real change. Will you take that one small step now and try a clear plan that helped a man who lived under heavy pressure? Marcus Aurelius wrote short notes to steady his mind. He led many people and had hard tasks each day. He faced war, illness, and many duties. He wrote to himself in plain words. He did not write to teach others first. He wrote to keep his mind steady and to remind himself of what to do. His notes are short thoughts. They are simple rules that can guide action. He saw that many people avoid hard feelings. He saw that avoiding hard feelings stops learning. He wrote rules to use hard moments for growth. He wrote 3 simple rules. He named each rule in direct words. The rules are easy to say. They are not easy at first to use. They need practice. Each rule asks for one small step that anyone can try. The first rule asks to accept what you cannot change and then choose what you can do. The second rule asks to train your mind to stay calm and to keep acting. The third rule asks to use small daily tests to build strength and skill. Marcus wrote that steady small acts matter more than sudden drama. He asked for short, repeated practice. He lived in a time when life often brought hard events. He saw people act from fear or anger. He saw people want comfort and lose skill. He saw leaders and common people make choices that led to more trouble. In his notes, he wrote a reminder to see what is true now. He wrote a simple call to act on what you can change. He wrote about keeping the mind steady under pressure. He wrote about testing small steps every day so the mind grows. The first rule is to accept facts you cannot change. Acceptance means to say the fact simply. It means to stop adding long stories about the fact. It means to name what is true in that moment. If the weather is poor, say the weather is poor. If a meeting is delayed, say the meeting is delayed. If the past contains a mistake, say the mistake happened. Naming facts does not mean you give up on change. It means you use your energy where it can help. After you name the fact, choose one small action you can control now. That action can be a tiny move. Do the tiny move. Repeat tiny moves. Over time, they add up. Marcus used clear language for this rule. He told himself to see what is in front of him. He told himself to keep his energy for what he could change. He asked for small, direct steps. That is the core of the first rule. You can use it every day. When you face a problem, stop. Say the fact in one short sentence. Name the feeling in one word. Then find one small next action and do it. The action might be to write one line, to make one call, to open one file, to stand up and move. The action must be simple enough to do now. This habit turns stuck moments into tiny movement. The second rule is to train calm and keep acting. Calm is not the absence of feeling. Calm means you do not let fear or anger stop your action. You still feel fear or anger. You do not let the feeling decide your action. Marcus wrote about holding the mind steady. He wrote that the mind can practice calm. He wrote short methods that help. One method is to breathe slowly. Make long, calm breaths. Let the breath slow your fast reaction. Another method is to count to 3 before you move. The count gives a small pause to choose. Another method is to name the feeling in one short sentence. Say the feeling out loud or in your head, then choose one small step and do it. These are simple acts that give the mind a moment to pick a useful move. Marcus spoke about using reason to guide action. He did not ask for perfect feeling. He asked to keep acting even when feeling is hard. He asked for simple tools to make that possible. The tools are small and safe. You can practice them in quiet moments. You can practice them in small stress. The practice will help when stress grows. It will not erase stress. It will teach the mind a steady frame. The goal is steady work. The aim is to keep moving with a clearer mind. The third rule is to use short daily tests. A test is a chosen challenge. It is small and limited. It is a little harder than your usual comfort. It is not dangerous. It is a short challenge that asks for effort. Tests build strength and skill when you repeat them each day. Marcus urged small, steady trials. He did not seek long trials all at once. He sought short and clear steps that could be done again and again. Daily tests teach you that you can bear some discomfort. They teach you that you can keep acting under pressure. A short test can take many forms. It can be a work test. Do an extra 5 minutes of focused work on one task. It can be a social test. Make one short, honest call that you have avoided. It can be a body test. Take a brief cold shower or do a short set of body moves that feel hard for you. The key is that the test is clear and short. Set a rule and stick to it. Do the test at a certain time each day. Keep the test simple so you can repeat it. Marcus wrote that small tests change the mind over time. He wrote that the mind learns what it practices. If the mind practices ease only, it stays set for ease. If the mind practices small challenge, it grows a steady capacity to face more. He did not promise fast change. He promised steady gain. That steady gain comes from repeating small tests each day and tracking the result. Marcus used his 3 rules together. First, accept the fact you cannot change. Second, calm the mind and pick an action. Third, set a small test to build strength. The steps are simple to name. They work best when you repeat them often. They need small daily practice. Marcus asked not for great drama. He asked for steady, simple acts done again and again. He wrote short notes to remind himself to use this plan each day. His notes were private thoughts. He wrote them as reminders. He did not make long speeches. He wrote short commands to himself. Short words have force when you use them often. You can use the same short commands. Use a short sentence to name the fact. Use a short word to name the feeling. Use one small, clear action as your next step. Use a short rule for your daily test. Keep the whole plan simple and direct. You can start with one small step now. Choose a test that is not too hard. Choose a time to do it. Tell one person if that helps you keep the promise. Write the test in a short note. Each day write the date, the test, and one short line on how it felt. Give the effort a difficulty score on a scale from 1 to 10. Look at your notes after a week to see patterns. If the test is too hard, lower it. If it is too easy, add a little more challenge. Adjust the plan slowly. Marcus wrote that slow change is steady and safe. You will face setbacks. Marcus wrote that setbacks are part of the work. He expected missed days and rough moments. When a setback happens, write one short sentence about what stopped you. Write one short sentence about the next small step you will do. Restart quickly. Do not make the missed day a reason to stop the whole plan. A quick return matters more than long perfection. Use safety and limits. Growth is not the same as harm. Do not push into real danger. If a test causes real pain, stop and adjust. If you face strong anxiety or health issues, find a professional who can help. Ask a friend or a guide to keep you honest and safe. Marcus had advisors and trusted people. He used support when needed. You can do the same. Share your plan with one person who will check in and help you stay within healthy bounds. Marcus spoke in simple words because he wanted clear action. He did not use long theories. He wanted direct acts. He wanted his notes to be tools that he could use in the day. The 3 rules are tools you can use now. You do not need to read many books to use them. You need to pick one small test and use the rules with it. Use acceptance to name the fact. Use calm to hold your action. Use a short test to grow skill. Modern life often pushes comfort as the main aim. Many services and devices make work easier. Ease can be useful. It can also remove chances to practice small, hard moments. When you remove small, hard moments, you remove practice. You remove the times when skill grows. Marcus saw that avoiding hard feeling makes life harder over time. He wrote simple rules to bring back practice into daily life. Practice is small and steady. It fits the life you already live. It asks for one small choice each day. You can start by finding one habit of ease. Watch your day and find one moment where you skip a small, hard step by habit. It could be the moment you avoid a short call. It could be the moment you skip a 5-minute focused task. It could be the moment you choose a long, easy comfort instead of a brief effort. Pick one of those moments. Turn it into a short test. Set a time. Make a simple rule. Do the test each day for a short period. Keep the test small so you can repeat it. After a few weeks, add a small change to make it a bit harder. The goal is steady build, not a big jump. Keep a short record of your tests. A short note each day will show change over time. You may not feel the change every day. The change appears slowly. The note will show the path. Marcus wrote short notes to himself. He kept reminders of what to do. You can keep one short note as well. The note helps your memory and your choice. Practice calm in small stress first. Try breathing and counting in low-pressure moments. Use them before a call or before a difficult message. Keep the steps short. Breathe in slowly. Breathe out slowly. Count to 3. Name the feeling in one sentence, then act. Do this often. Over time, the pause will become easier. The pause helps you make a small, useful action even when feeling is strong. Remember that acceptance does not mean giving up on change. Acceptance means seeing the fact with clear eyes. After you accept, you can choose a small act. Acceptance frees energy to act on what you control. Marcus wrote that the mind should direct energy to choice, not to wishful thought. He wrote in many short lines that the mind should return to the present fact and decide the next small step. Marcus lived under constant pressure. He used his rules day after day. He wrote his notes when he felt weak and when he felt strong. His words offer a simple plan. The plan asks for short daily work. The plan asks for one small test each day. The plan asks for calm action under stress. The plan asks for acceptance of facts you cannot change. If you try the plan, start small. Pick one short test for today. Choose a time. Make the rules simple. Tell one person if that helps. Use the 3 rules as a frame. Say the fact. Calm your mind. Do the small action. Record the test and a short note on how it felt. Repeat tomorrow. Keep the work short and steady. Over time, your skill will grow. Your tasks will feel more possible. Your mind will find steadier action under pressure. Marcus showed that steady practice builds inner strength. He showed that clear rules help to use hard moments for growth. He wrote for himself in short lines. His words can guide any person who chooses to try one small test each day. The rules are simple to name and simple to use. They work when you repeat them. They need small daily acts. They need patience and safety. They need a record and a quick return after setbacks. Choose one small step now and use the simple rules. Accept what you cannot change. Calm your mind and act. Set a short test and repeat it. Keep the work small and steady. Each day you will move forward a little. Over weeks and months, the small acts will add up into steady change. You can make steady change by learning to accept what is true now and then choose one small thing to do next. Acceptance is a clear habit you can practice many times in a day. When you practice it, you waste less time in worry. You use your energy on what you can control. That simple shift will help you move forward. Acceptance means you say the fact in plain words. It means you do not add stories that make the fact bigger in your mind. If your plan changed, say the plan changed. If your message was not returned, say the message is not returned. If you made a mistake, say the mistake happened. Saying the fact is a quiet act. It is a short sentence that shows what is real now. Acceptance does not mean you give up on change. Acceptance means you stop using energy on wanting what already happened to be different. When you stop that, you have energy left to choose one small step you can do now. That small step could be a tiny action that moves you forward. Tiny actions done again and again add up. They shape real change over time. When a hard moment comes, practice a short pause. Stop for a breath. Look at what is in front of you. Say the fact in one short sentence. Say the feeling in one short word. Then choose a small action that you can do immediately. Do that action now. This short sequence moves you from a stuck place into a small step. It is simple. It is short. It is repeatable. Here is how you can say the fact. Speak or think one sentence that names what is real. Use clear words. Say what you see or what you know. Do not guess. Do not fill the fact with reasons or blame. If a meeting started late, say the meeting started late. If the weather is poor, say the weather is poor. If a file is missing, say the file is missing. A plain fact helps the mind stop wanting the moment to be different. Next, name the feeling. Use one short word. Choose a word that fits what you feel now. Say tired, angry, sad, upset, worried, frustrated, calm, or relieved. Naming the feeling tells you what is inside. It does not explain why the feeling is there. It only shows the feeling. This short act makes a space in the mind. The space helps you choose one small next action. Then pick a small step you can do now. The step must be in your control. It must be small enough to do it once. It could be to write one line, send one short message, open one file, stand up, drink a glass of water, or take a short walk to the door. It could be to breathe slowly for a few breaths. It could be to write one short sentence about what you will do next. The small step does not solve everything. It moves you forward a little. That little move keeps the habit going. You can practice acceptance in work moments. If a task takes longer than you planned, say the task is slower than I planned. Name the feeling in one word. Choose a small action you can do now. That action could be to set a timer for a short block of focused work. It could be to write one simple note to a coworker. It could be to move a file into a folder and close the document. These tiny actions bring focus and reduce the time you spend spinning in worry. At home, you can use the same pattern. If a family plan changes, say the plan changed. Name the feeling in one word. The small action can be something simple. It can be to tell one person the new time. It can be to set a plate out. It can be to take a deep breath and sit down for a minute. You do not need to solve the whole problem right away. A small step helps you move from strong feeling into a useful choice. In a social moment, acceptance can reduce tension. If a friend does not answer, say the friend did not answer. Name the feeling in one word. A small action could be to write a short check-in message or to wait until a chosen time to follow up. The action is a clear rule you make for yourself. That rule keeps you from reacting on impulse. When you face a past mistake, acceptance helps you act for the present. Say the mistake happened. Name the feeling in one word. Then choose one small step to repair or to learn. The step might be to write one sentence that explains what you learned. It might be to clear one small item from your schedule so you have time to fix the task. Acceptance does not erase regret. It gives you a path to use the regret in a short, useful way. If your body is tired or sick, acceptance gives a kind choice. Say the body is tired or the body is sick. Name the feeling in one word. Choose a small action that respects your limits. You may rest for a short time. You may stand and stretch gently. You may drink a glass of water. Small choices that fit your real state help you recover and keep you ready to act later. You can use acceptance when you get feedback that feels hard. Say the feedback is this. Name the feeling. Then choose one small action you can do that day. It can be to write one question to clarify, to write one note of thanks, or to set a time to think about a change. A small step lets you open a space between feeling and action. That space helps you pick a useful move. When strong emotion appears, you may find it hard to name the fact. Use your senses. Look at what is around you and say what you see. Listen and say what you hear. Say what you did or did not do. These statements are facts. They do not need a long story. Facts are short and clear. When the mind is loud, facts are quiet anchors. Practice acceptance with short exercises. Pause several times a day. Each pause takes a short breath and a quick check. Say the fact in one short sentence. Name the feeling in one word. Pick one small action and do it. Keep the action very small if the moment is hard. The habit is more important than the size of the action. Keep a small note to track the practice. Use a paper note, a phone note, or a small card. Write the date, the fact, the feeling word, and the action you took. Add one short line that says how it felt. This record helps you see that small steps add up. It also helps you notice patterns that block you. Make your actions tiny on purpose. Choose actions so small you cannot say no. A tiny action has no excuses. You can always write one sentence. You can always stand and stretch. You can always send a short message that has 2 lines or fewer. Tiny actions remove the friction that makes you delay. When you remove delay, you build the habit of doing. Practice a short week plan. On day 1, start with a few pauses. Do 5 pauses that day. On day 2, try 10 pauses. On day 3, do the same practice while you are at work or home. Keep the pauses short and clear. If the practice feels too hard, make the actions smaller. If the practice feels easy, keep it steady and add a slight challenge after a few days. The point is steady repetition, not a big one-time effort. When stories start in your mind, notice them and stop them. A story may say what a person thinks about you, or what could happen next, or why something should be different. Say out loud or in your head, that is a story. Return to the fact. Say the fact in one short sentence. Name the feeling in one word. Then choose a small action. This simple move keeps the mind from building long, hard scenes that take your energy away. You can teach your family or co-workers the habit. Say to them you will use short pauses when stress comes. Ask them to let you do a short act before you respond. A small rule in a group can lower the heat in hard talks. You do not need their full agreement. You only need a clear, small action that you take for yourself. If a task is large and you feel stuck, acceptance lets you break it into a tiny first action. Say the task is large. Name the feeling in one word. Choose a very small first action. It could be to create a new document and give it a simple name. It could be to list one small subtask. The tiny first action reduces the barrier to start. Starting does not complete the whole task. Starting moves you from inaction to action. Use acceptance in your morning routine. If you wake and your sleep was poor, say the sleep was poor. Name the feeling in one word. Pick one small step that fits the morning. It could be to drink a glass of water, to stretch for a few minutes, or to write a one-line plan for the day. A tiny step at the start of the day sets a small positive motion. When you work on a relationship, acceptance is a tool to stop reactive fights. If someone says something that triggers you, pause. Say the fact. Name the feeling in one word. Choose a small action you can do that keeps the space open. That action might be to take a short breath, to ask for a moment to think, or to say a short sentence that reflects the fact you heard. Simple acts keep the talk steady. If you make a plan to use acceptance daily, keep the rule simple. Choose 1 hour to practice the habit when you are free. Use that hour to do several short pauses. Practice the short sequence of fact, feeling word, and one small action. After a week, try to use the habit in small stress that happens in your day. The habit grows through many small uses. When a setback happens, accept that as fact too. Say the setback happened. Name the feeling in one word. Choose one tiny next action to restart the habit. The tiny action could be to write a short note about what stopped you and the next small step you will do. Restarting quickly matters more than long explanation or blame. Acceptance helps you use your energy well. When you accept what is true, you stop wasting time on wishing. You make room to pick a small action that helps. Tiny choices done again and again move your life forward. The habit of acceptance also helps you keep calm. When you say the fact and name the feeling, the strong emotion loses some power over your immediate action. You may think acceptance is cold or distant. It is not. It is a way to be honest with the moment. It asks for a short truth spoken quietly. That truth gives you power to act in a clear way. From that clear place, you can choose small steps that respect your limits and your goals. If you worry that acceptance will take away your drive to change things, remember acceptance and action are together. Acceptance shows what is true now. After you accept, you pick one action you can control. That action is how you change things. Acceptance is the first clear move. Action is the next move. Together, they form a simple path. When a problem repeats, acceptance helps you respond without rage or blame. Say the problem is here again. Name the feeling. Choose one small action that is a step in a plan to fix the root cause. The small action could be to mark time to research a solution, to ask for help, or to tidy a part of the problem. Repeat the small action each day until you find steady progress. Use a short script to help at first. Say to yourself the fact in one short sentence. Then say the feeling word. Then say a short phrase for the action, such as write one line, or call one person, or stand and stretch. Repeat the script out loud or in your head. Use it until it becomes automatic. The script is a small tool that builds a new habit. If naming the feeling feels hard, use a small list of feeling words that you keep on a note. Choose one that fits. Do not let the search for the exact perfect word block you. The goal is a short label that brings clarity. A short label helps reduce the emotional flood and gives a point to return to. When you are with someone who has strong emotions, acceptance helps you stay useful. Say the fact you see. Name your feeling if you have one. Then choose one small action that helps the other person or helps keep the talk safe. The action could be to offer a glass of water, to ask if they want a minute, or to suggest a time to continue the talk. Small acts respect the reality and keep care simple. Practice writing one sentence about each pause at the end of the day. On your note, write the date, the fact, the feeling word, the small action, and one short sentence on how it felt. This simple habit will teach you to see patterns in your life. You will see which moments bring the same strong feeling. You will find actions that work for you. You will find actions that do not help. Adjust slowly. Keep safety in your use of acceptance. If a situation is dangerous or you need help, acceptance is still useful. Say the fact that you need help. Name the feeling. Then choose a small action that asks for help now. This action could be to call a trusted person, to step back to a safe space, or to seek professional assistance. Acceptance does not mean you face danger alone. It asks you to see the fact so you can act safely. Acceptance is a daily skill. It grows with many short uses. It is not a trait you either have or do not have. You build it by choosing the small action again and again. Make the tasks easy to do. Keep the record short. Return from setbacks quickly. Over time, your mind will learn to see the fact, name the feeling, and pick a small action without a long delay. When acceptance is part of your routine, you will find your days less full of wasted worry. You will find decisions come easier. You will have more energy to do the things you can control. You will build small steps that add up into real change. After you accept what you cannot change and pick a small step, you will have to move through feelings that can slow you. A short pause and a calm choice will help you carry the step forward. That pause and calm will become the next habit you learn to use with your acceptance practice. This short pause and calm moment becomes the habit that helps acceptance turn into steady action. You can practice this habit many times in a day. Each practice is short. Each practice has a clear shape. Stop for one slow breath. Say the fact in one short sentence. Name the feeling in one word. Choose one small action you can do now and do it. This small routine moves you from a stuck place into a small step. Repeat the routine often. The more you repeat it, the more the habit grows. Begin your day with a short plan for acceptance practice. Pick a time to try several pauses. In the morning, take a few minutes to practice 5 quick pauses. Each pause uses the same short script. Breathe in slowly. Breathe out slowly. Say the fact. Say the feeling word. Do the small action. Keep each action tiny and simple. The goal is to make the habit easy to repeat. You want no heavy resistance to start. Tiny acts remove the chance to say no. As you move through the day, use the practice when you notice tension. At work, use a pause when a meeting starts late. Say the fact in one sentence, such as, "The meeting started late." Name your feeling with one word, such as frustrated or annoyed. Pick one small action, such as opening your note app and writing one sentence to set a simple plan. Do the action now. This small choice moves you into doing something useful instead of holding on to worry. If an email you need is late, stop and say the fact in one short line. Name your feeling in one word. Choose a small step you can control. You might write a one-line follow-up, or you might move to the next task on your list. The small step does not have to fix the whole problem. It only moves you forward. Tiny moves done again and again change the path of a day. At home, the same pattern works in family moments. If plans shift, say the fact that the plan changed. Name the feeling in one word. Choose a small action you can do now. You might text the new time to one person. You might set a cup on the table. You might sit and breathe for a short moment. These small acts keep you connected to what you can do instead of using energy on wishing the plan had not changed. When a friend does not return a call, pause. Say the fact that the friend did not call back. Name the feeling in one word, such as worried or disappointed. Choose one small step you can do now. You may write a short message that says you will be free after a certain time. You may decide to wait until a time you set. A small rule for follow-up makes it easier to avoid repeated checking. If you face a mistake from your past, acceptance gives a calm path forward. Speak the fact that the mistake happened. Name the feeling in one word. Then choose one small action you can take now to do one small repair or to learn. You might write one sentence that explains what you will change. You might clear one small item from your schedule to make space to fix the task. A small step makes progress possible. Make your actions tiny by design. Choose acts that you can do in a minute or two. Write one sentence, send one short message, stand and stretch, drink a glass of water, open one document. Tiny acts are easy to do and hard to refuse. If you keep the action very small, you will do it even on a heavy day. The habit grows more from steady repetition than from big, one-time effort. If the moment feels strong and naming the fact is hard, use your senses to find a fact. Look and say what you see. Listen and say what you hear. Name one thing you did or did not do. These sensory facts are short and clear. They do not need meaning. They create a steady ground to start the short routine of naming and acting. When stories fill your mind, stop and say, "That is a story." Say the fact in one short sentence. Name the feeling in one word. Choose a small step and do it. The act of naming the thought as a story helps you separate the noise from the fact. This separation frees energy to act again and again. You can make a short script to use in many moments. Keep the script to 3 parts. The first part names the fact in one sentence. The second part is one word that names the feeling. The third part is a short phrase that names the small action you will do now. Repeat this script in your head or out loud until it feels natural. The script does not need long practice time. It needs many small uses. Try a simple week plan to build the habit. On the first day, practice 5 short pauses at times you choose. On the second day, try 10 pauses. On the third day, use the practice in moments of small stress while you work or while you care for family. Keep the pauses short and consistent. If you feel the practice is too hard, make the actions even smaller. If the practice feels too easy, keep it steady for a full week before you add a small challenge. Use a small note to track the habit. Carry a small paper note or use a quick note app. After each pause, write the date spelled out. One short sentence for the fact, one word for the feeling, the tiny action you took, and one short line on how it felt. Also, give the effort a difficulty score on a simple scale from 1 to 10 written in words. This record is not for judgment. It is a clear log to show you patterns. The log helps you see what actions work and what blocks you. When a task is large and you feel stuck, acceptance helps you take a tiny first step. Say the fact that the task is large. Name the feeling in one word. Pick one very small first action. You might create a new file and name it with one short phrase. You might put one item in a folder. You might write one simple question you want to answer. That tiny first step turns nothing into something. Keep the next step tiny again. Small starts lower the barrier to continue. If the habit fails for a day or more, accept that setback as a fact too. Say the fact that you missed your practice. Name the feeling in one word. Choose one tiny action now to restart. That action can be to write one short line about what stopped you and one short step you will do next. Restart quickly. A fast return is more useful than long explanation. Teach others the small habit so it can work in groups. Tell a coworker you will take a short pause when you need time to answer. Ask a family member to give you a minute when a hard talk appears. A shared rule for a pause can lower reactive responses and make space for small action. You do not need full agreement to use the habit. You only need a simple plan you can follow. When you practice acceptance, often you will notice certain moments that repeat. The pattern may be the same reaction to late email or to a certain person's tone. Use your note to spot these patterns. Once you see a pattern, you can make a specific tiny action rule for that pattern. For example, when an email is late, decide you will send one line follow-up after a set time. When a person speaks in a sharp tone, decide you will take one short breath before answering. Small rules make action clearer. Keep safety and limits in mind during practice. If a situation feels dangerous or you need real help, acceptance still helps. Say the fact that you feel unsafe. Name the feeling in one word. Choose one small action that calls for help or that moves you to a safe space. Acceptance does not mean you face harm alone. It helps you act to protect yourself and to ask for help. If strong anxiety or health issues appear, use acceptance to get calm help. Say the fact of your state. Name the feeling in one word. Then choose a tiny action that asks for help from a professional or from a trusted person. Make that request now. Small, clear steps to find help are part of steady practice and safety. Make the habit part of your morning or evening routine. A short set of pauses in the morning sets the tone. At night, write a few lines about the pauses you used. Note one short change you want to try tomorrow. These simple bookend actions help the habit feel part of the day. When you use acceptance in a team setting, keep the language simple. Say the fact you see. Say your feeling word if it helps. Offer a one-line next step you will try. For example, say a sentence that names the delay and then say a short action you will take to move the work forward. Simple language reduces heat and moves the group toward action. If you worry that naming feelings is cold, know that naming helps connection. A short feeling word tells another person what you feel. It makes a small space for honest talk. It does not need long explanation. Honest and short naming often lowers tension and opens room for a useful next action. Practice acceptance with movement when feelings are stuck in the body. Say the fact you notice and name the feeling in one word. Then stand and do a short stretch. Move for a few breaths. Small movement can shift energy and make the next small action easier to do. When you are tired or unwell, acceptance gives permission to adjust. Say the fact that you are tired. Name the feeling in one word. Choose an action that respects your limit, such as resting for a short time, drinking water, or sending a quick message to move a task. Respecting limits keeps the habit safe and possible. If you have trouble choosing a feeling word, keep a short list of simple words on a note sheet. Use words you know and that feel clear. Choose the closest word and move on. The exact label is not the point. The point is to make a brief naming that creates space to act. Keep your actions steady and small when you face strong tasks over many days. Do one tiny action each day on the problem. Repeat it. A daily tiny action will steadily change the situation. When you do small acts at a regular time each day, you rewire a habit into your day. Use the acceptance routine in hard talks. When a conversation becomes sharp, pause. Say the fact you heard in one short sentence. Name your feeling in one word. Then choose a tiny action that keeps the talk safe, such as asking for a minute to think or stating one small boundary. These small acts keep the talk moving without making it worse. When acceptance starts to fail, check your action size. If you keep skipping the tiny action, make it even smaller. Make the action so small that you cannot find an excuse. If you always do the small step, then you can slowly increase it. The habit grows by steady and safe change. Use a short evening review to learn from your notes. Read the dates you wrote in words. Look at the facts, feelings, and actions. Notice repeats. Decide one very small change to try the next day. The review does not need long time, it needs regular practice. If you feel stuck on a big life change, acceptance helps you hold the center. Say the fact about where you are. Name the feeling. Choose one tiny step that you can do now that honors the change. Over weeks, your small steps will form a path forward. When you teach this habit to others, show the short script and ask them to try one tiny action. Practice together for a few minutes. A shared moment of practice can make the habit easier to use in real stress. Acceptance practice is not a cure for every problem. It is a tool that helps you use your energy well. It helps you move from a headache of feeling into a clear action you control. Use it often. Keep your actions small. Keep a short record in words. Return quickly after a missed day. Over time, you will see the small moves add up. As you make acceptance a steady habit, you will find it easier to act in stress. The pause will become natural. The habit will help you find calm for the next step. That calm allows you to keep acting under pressure and to practice another simple skill that trains the mind to hold steady while you work. That calm you build with a short pause gives you a place to start training your mind to stay steady and to act. Calm does not mean you have no feeling. Calm means you still feel fear, anger, or worry, and you do not let those feelings stop the small step you choose to take. You can train this skill with very simple habits. The habits are short. You can use them many times each day. Over time, the habits change how you respond when stress grows. Begin by seeing calm as a choice you can practice. A small pause gives the mind a chance to choose. Use that pause to do a few clear moves. Breathe slowly. Count to 3 in your head. Name the feeling in one short phrase. Then pick one small action and do it now. Keep the action tiny. The small action must be something you can do at once. The goal is steady action under pressure, not perfect feeling. Start with breathing. Breathe in slowly for 3 counts. Breathe out slowly for 3 counts. Do this breathing cycle 3 times. Breathe in through your nose or through your mouth. Breathe out gently. Let your shoulders relax a little as you breathe. If you feel dizzy, breathe more gently and stop the exercise. The breathing slows a fast reaction. It gives you a small amount of time to choose what you will do next. Practice the breathing when you are calm, so it is easy to use when stress appears. Add a slow count to the breath. After one slow out breath, count to 3 before you move. Count slowly in your head. 1, 2, 3. The count is not long. It is only a short pause. The pause gives the mind space between feeling and act. When the mind has that space, you can choose a useful step rather than reacting in a way you may later regret. Name the feeling. Use one short word or one short sentence. Say it in your head or out loud if you can. Use a clear word such as anxious, angry, sad, tired, worried, or annoyed. If a short sentence helps, say, "I feel anxious," or "I feel angry." The name does not need a long explanation. The name is a small move that separates the feeling from the action. It makes the feeling less like a sudden rule for your body and more like information you can use. After you breathe, count, and name the feeling, choose one small action you can do now. The action can be a tiny physical move, a short sentence to speak, or a clear next step for a task. The action can be to take a glass of water, to write one short sentence, to open a file, to step away for a minute, to say, "I need a minute," or to set a 10-minute timer to focus on one thing. Keep the action short and simple. The small action moves you forward. You do not need to solve the whole problem. You only need to move. Practice this sequence in calm times first. Do the breathing and counting when you are relaxed. Name a mild feeling and pick a tiny action. Practice many times. Use the routine when you are calm, in small stress, and in larger stress. The routine will feel easier when you use it often. The point is habit, not performance. Try the routine in work moments. When you get an email that upsets you, stop before you answer. Breathe in slowly for 3 counts. Breathe out slowly for 3 counts. Count to 3. Name the feeling in one word. Choose one small action, such as writing one short sentence to reply or saving the email to a folder to answer later when you have time. Do that action now. This small step prevents a reactive reply that you may regret later. Use the routine in meetings. When a person says something that makes your heart speed up or your mind rush, pause, breathe, count, name the feeling. Then pick a small action to keep you useful in the meeting. The action can be to write a short note, to ask one clear question, or to request a moment to think. A tiny action keeps your mind working even when the feeling is loud. Before a phone call that feels hard, take a short breath and count to 3. Name a feeling that arises. Choose a small action that keeps your voice steady, such as beginning with one clear sentence or asking for a minute to collect your thoughts. A short pause before you speak helps you say fewer harsh words and clearer ones. Use the tools in hard talks. When a conversation becomes sharp, stop for one slow breath. Count to 3 slowly. Name your feeling in one word. Say a short phrase to hold space if you need it, such as, "I need a moment," or "Can we pause for a minute?" Then do one small action. The small action could be to drink water, to write one short point on a paper, or to take a seat. These small acts keep the talk from escalating and keep you able to act in a steady way. Practice in social moments that provoke fear. If you feel shy or worried before speaking, breathe 3 times, count to 3, name the feeling, and start with one small sentence. That small start opens the chance to continue. Keep many starts small. Many small starts build confidence for longer steps later. You can use the routine with physical tension. If your shoulders are tight or your jaw is clenched, stop and do the breathing and count. Name the feeling in your body. Then make a small movement. Roll your shoulders slowly or open your jaw for a few seconds. Move gently. Small movement can help the body release tightness and make it easier to keep acting. Train in short daily work. Each morning do a short practice of breathing and counting. Breathe in slowly for 3 counts and out for 3 counts 3 times. Do this when you wake or when you sit for work. Then choose one brief act to practice with calm that day. The act can be a short call, a short message, 5 minutes of focused work, or one small meeting step you have avoided. Use the breathing and counting before you do that act. Practice the calm in that real moment. If you want a small plan for a week, keep it easy. On one day, practice the breathing for a few minutes in the morning. On another day, use the pause before every outgoing message. On another day, use the routine once in a meeting. Do not push too hard, keep the steps short, repeat them often. The practice will help the pause become natural. Make a short script to use when stress comes. A script can be only 4 short parts. Say the fact in one short sentence. Breathe in for 3 counts. Breathe out for 3 counts. Count to 3 in your head. Name the feeling in one word. Say a short action phrase in your head and do it. Repeat the script until it is easy. Using a script removes the search for what to do when the feeling is loud. If your mind rushes with stories that make the feeling bigger, use the script to stop the story. Say in your head, "That is a thought." Say the fact. Breathe, count, name the feeling. Choose one small action. The act of naming the thought and returning to these steps will reduce the speed of the story and bring you back to a useful move. Keep the actions small so you can do them even when you feel heavy. Make the small actions so tiny you almost cannot refuse. Write one sentence. Close a document. Send a short message of 1 line. Stand and stretch for a few breaths. Small actions remove the many excuses the mind makes to avoid acting. If you forget to practice, use reminders. Put a short note where you will see it. Use a calendar reminder set to ring once a day at a time you choose. Ask a friend to send a short check-in message. Build small supports so the practice repeats. When you practice, you will sometimes feel that the calm effort fails. You may react anyway. That is a normal part of learning. When a reaction happens, do not add blame. Use acceptance for that moment. Name the fact that you reacted. Name the feeling in one word. Choose one small action to restart. This quick return matters more than long blame. Do not try to force calm by hiding feelings or by pushing them down. The goal is not to not feel. The goal is to choose action, even when feelings exist. If strong feelings such as panic or deep anger appear, stop the training and seek greater help. A mental health professional can give tools that fit your needs. If the reaction is very strong and you fear for your safety, take actions that create safety first. Call a trusted person, leave the place, or seek support. Training calm is not a replacement for real help. Use social support to learn calm. Tell a trusted person you are practicing a short pause. Ask them to give you a non-judgmental sign if they see you reacting. Ask them to remind you gently to breathe if you need it. A short note from a friend can help you return to the practice in real stress. Group practice is useful when the setting is safe. Practice calm in simple physical tests. Do a short task that raises mild stress and use the breath and count before acting. For example, give yourself a short 5-minute extra task and use the routine before you begin. The mild stress trains the mind and the body to use the pause under challenge. Keep the test small and safe. If a test feels too hard, lower the stress. The aim is steady training, not a single large proof. You can add a small tracking habit to your calm practice. Write a one-sentence note each day about one moment you use the pause. Write the date in words and one short line that says what happened, the feeling name, and the tiny action you did. This record helps you see that you actually used the tool. If you read the notes later, you will find moments where the pause helped. The record is not for praise, it is for learning. If you worry that a slow count will feel awkward in front of others, use a private breath and a silent count. You do not need to show the pause to others. A quiet inward count works the same. If you need to say something in a group, use a short phrase that buys a moment such as, "1 moment please," or "I need a minute." These short phrases are actions you can do while you breathe inside. When you prepare for a high-stress event, practice the pause before the event many times. Use the breathing and counting in the days before a speech, a difficult call, or a meeting. The practice makes the pause feel familiar. Familiar actions are easier to use when the event is real. If you have trouble naming feelings, keep a small list of common feeling words on a note. Use words you know and that are easy to say. Choose the closest word to what you feel and move on. The exact perfect label is not the point. The point is to name and move. Use the breath and count to slow a fast decision. When you feel pressure to answer quickly, pause and take one slow breath. Count to 3. Name the feeling and choose a small action. The action could be to say you will reply in a little while, or to make the decision you can live with now. The pause helps reduce regret from a fast reactive choice. Train your body with short moves to reduce tension. After the breath and count, stand and stretch. Roll your shoulders slowly. Breathe and let your posture soften. Simple movement can lower tightness and help you keep acting. Keep the moves small and safe. If you have an injury, choose movements that a health person approves. Practice the routine in a slow way. You do not need to be perfect. You need repeated action. Each time you breathe and count and act, you teach the mind a small new pattern. Over days and weeks, the pattern will appear more often when you need it. If you feel tired or drained, use the pause to give a kind choice. Breathe, count, name tired, and choose a small rest action. Rest can be a short drink of water, sitting for a minute, or closing your eyes for a few breaths. Using calm does not require endless effort. It allows a smart, small repair. When you train, notice small wins. Maybe you spoke less sharply in a meeting. Maybe you sent a calmer message. Maybe you returned to a task after a setback. Write one short note about the win. One small note helps the habit stay alive. Teach the habit to people you work with or live with. Show them the 3 steps in simple language. Practice it together for a short minute. A group that uses a pause will have fewer quick reactions and more small, steady action. Remember that calm is not a single moment. Calm is a pattern you build with many small returns. Each time you use the breath, count, name, and act, you strengthen a path forward. The mind learns to hold a short space where it can choose. That choice makes action possible even when feelings are strong. Keep safety and limits first. If a feeling grows into a state you cannot handle, seek help. Use the pause to ask for help and then do the small action to get it. If the pause makes the feeling worse, stop and call someone you trust. Make the habit part of your daily life. Use the breathing in the morning and a short pause before key tasks. Use it in small conflicts and in hard calls. Keep the actions tiny. Track a short note each day. Return quickly after a missed day. These simple tools will help calm your mind and keep you acting. Breathe slowly for 3 counts. Count to 3 before you move. Name one short feeling. Take one small action. Repeat the routine often. Over time, the pause will become easier to reach, and you will find a steadier ability to work under pressure. Practice the calm tool each day, and you will be ready to use short daily exercises that build the skill more strongly through regular use. Use the short pause and the slow breath you learn to build a few simple daily exercises. These exercises are short. You can do them many times a day. They train the body and the mind to steady themselves. The aim is to make calm easier, so you can act when stress comes. Keep the steps small. Keep the practice regular. Start with a basic breathing practice. Sit or stand in a steady place. Breathe in slowly for 3 counts. Breathe out slowly for 3 counts. Do this breathing 3 times. Keep your shoulders relaxed. Let your jaw soften. If you feel lightheaded, breathe more gently and stop the exercise for that moment. Practice this breathing each morning when you wake. Do it again before you start work. Do it before you sleep. Doing the same short breathing many times builds a simple habit. Add a short count before you move. After the out-breath, count slowly in your head. 1, 2, 3, then act. The count gives the mind a small space to choose. Use the count when you feel a quick reaction rising. Use it before you speak in a meeting. Use it before you answer a message. The small pause helps you pick a useful step. Practice naming the feeling in one short word. After you breathe and count, say a feeling word such as anxious, angry, tired, worried, or calm. You can say the word quietly in your head or out loud if the place allows. The word does not need to explain the whole story. It only tells your mind what is present. Naming the feeling makes it less likely that the feeling will push you into a hasty act. Pair the breathing and the name with one small action. The action must be clear and doable now. It could be to write one short sentence, to send a short message, to stand and stretch, to drink a glass of water, to open a file, or to set a timer for 10 minutes of focused work. Keep the action tiny. Tiny acts are easy to repeat. Repeat the sequence often. The sequence is breathe, count, name, act. Practice it until it feels natural. Do a short body release exercise to reduce physical tension. Sit up straight and breathe in for 3 counts. Breathe out for 3 counts. Roll your shoulders slowly backwards for 3 small circles. Then roll them forwards for 3 small circles. Let your neck move gently. Open your hands and let the fingers stretch. These small moves can lower the tightness in your body. When the body feels less tight, the mind finds calm easier. Use a quick face and jaw release when you feel a tight jaw. Place your fingertips on your cheeks and gently massage for a few slow breaths. Open your mouth slowly and move your jaw from side to side for a few counts. Do not force the movement. Gentle action is enough. After a short time, the jaw will relax and the feeling of tightness will ease. This helps before a talk or a meeting. Practice a short walking pause when you need to reset. Stand and walk slowly for 1 to 3 minutes. Breathe in and out slowly while you walk. Feel the motion in your legs and feet. Keep the steps small and steady. Use the walking pause when you finish a task or when a message makes you tense. A short walk moves the body and helps the mind drop a tight reaction. Try a focused 5-minute work test to practice calm under mild pressure. Choose one small task you can finish in 5 minutes. Before you start the task, breathe in for 3 counts and breathe out for 3 counts. Count to 3. Name the feeling in one word. Then set a timer for 5 minutes and work with full focus. When the timer stops, note how you felt. This short test trains your mind to act calmly in a limited time. Do a short grounding exercise if your thoughts scatter. Sit with both feet on the floor. Breathe in for 3 counts and out for 3 counts. Name one thing you see in the room. Name one sound you hear. Name one thing you feel on your skin. Keep the naming short. These facts bring the mind to the present. The present makes action simpler. Use a 1-sentence script to start difficult talks. Before you speak, breathe and count. Then say one short sentence such as, "I need a moment to think," or "I would like to share one point." Keep the sentence simple. A short opening buys a small space to hold calm and to choose your next words. Practice a short breathing set for sleep. Lie in a quiet place. Breathe in for 3 counts and out for 3 counts 5 times. Let each breath be gentle. Focus on the slow motion. When the mind wanders, return to the breath. This short sleep set helps the body settle and reduces the rush of evening worry. Train with a brief body scan to find tension. Sit or lie down. Breathe slowly for 3 counts 2 times. Then move your attention slowly from your feet to your head. Notice each part without trying to change it. Name a feeling in one word if it appears. If you find tightness, use a short stretch or a slow breath to release it. The scan teaches you to notice tension early. Make a daily reset at midday. Pause for 1 minute. Breathe in for 3 counts and out for 3 counts 3 times. Name the feeling of the day in one word. Choose one small action for the afternoon, such as a short walk, a 10-minute focused block, or a brief call to a friend. The midday reset gives a clear plan for the rest of the day. Use the breathing and the count before you answer a message. When a message triggers a strong feeling, stop. Breathe in slowly for 3 counts and out for 3 counts. Count to 3 in your head. Name the feeling. Choose a small action, such as waiting for 10 minutes before replying or writing one short draft sentence. This short delay reduces the chance of sending a reactive message. Practice a short challenge before a call. If a call feels hard, prepare a tiny script. Breathe and count. Name the feeling. Then start the call with one small sentence such as, "Hi, I wanted to ask a quick question." Keep the first sentence simple. The small opening makes the rest of the call easier. Use the calm tools in brief conflicts. If words come fast, breathe twice and count to 3. Name your feeling in one word. Say, "I need a minute," or "Can we pause?" Then do a small action to create space, such as stepping outside or sitting down. The small pause prevents words that cause more trouble. Practice a short note at the end of the day. Write the date in words, a line about one moment you used the calm tools, the feeling word you named, and the tiny action you took. Keep the note short. This daily note helps you see progress. It helps you find patterns in when you react and when you steady. Do short safety checks when you feel overwhelmed. Breathe and name the feeling. Choose one small safety action. The action can be to call a trusted person, to move to a safe place, or to seek professional help. Calm tools are useful, but safety and health come first. If the feeling grows beyond what the calm tool can hold, ask for help now. Practice calm with a partner. Ask a trusted friend or a co-worker to help you. Tell them you want to use a short pause before certain talks. Ask them to remind you or to give you a sign when they see you react. Practice the pause together for a few minutes. Having a partner makes the habit easier to use in real moments. Set small reminders to practice the calm tools. Place a short note where you will see it. Use a phone alarm set to ring once a day at a time you choose. The reminder is a cue to breathe and do a short pause. The cue helps the habit repeat without effort. Try a weekly plan that fits your life. On the first day, practice the breathing for 5 minutes in the morning. On the second day, use the pause before every outgoing message for a full day. On the third day, use the tools in one hard talk. On other days, choose one small test, such as a short walk or a 5-minute focused job. Keep each practice short and steady. The weekly plan builds skill without making the routine hard to do. Use the words you can say easily. Keep a short list of feeling words on a note. Use words like anxious, angry, tired, sad, worried, calm, or relieved. Choosing a word quickly is better than searching for the perfect label. The short label is the tool that opens a space. Keep the actions tiny on hard days. If you are very tired or overwhelmed, make the small action so simple you can do it now. Write one sentence, stand and stretch for 3 breaths, or set a timer for 5 minutes. Tiny actions remove excuses. On easy days, you can make the action slightly larger. The habit grows by small, steady change. Track how the tools work for you. Use a short line in your note to give a difficulty score on a scale from 1 to 10. Use the words for the numbers when you write. For example, write 1 for easy and 10 for very hard. This quick score helps you see when the tools make a clear change and when you need to try a different small action. Use calm practice when the body feels tense from long work. Stand up and do a small stretch every hour. Breathe in for 3 counts and out for 3 counts 3 times. Roll your shoulders slowly, move your neck gently. These short moves reduce buildup of tension and make the next work block easier to start. If you notice a pattern of strong reaction to a task or a person, plan a tiny rule for that pattern. For example, if late emails often cause worry, decide you will wait 30 minutes before replying to an email that triggers a strong feeling. If a certain person's tone causes anger, choose a short rule to pause and breathe before you respond. Make rules small and clear so you can follow them. Be careful with the breath if you feel dizzy. If breathing for 3 counts makes you lightheaded, slow the breath or shorten the count. Breathe in gently for 2 counts and out for 2 counts until the breath feels safe. If breathing brings strong discomfort, stop and return to a small action like drinking water or sitting quietly. Practice calm when you exercise. Before a hard set, breathe and count. Name what you feel. Choose a small action to start, like doing one slow repetition to set the tone. Using calm in exercise teaches the mind to hold steady when the body works hard. Use the practice in caring for others. If someone you care for is upset, breathe and count before you respond. Name your feeling in one word. Choose a small action that helps, such as offering a glass of water, asking if they need a moment, or sitting quietly with them. Small acts of calm can make care clearer. Keep your expectations realistic. Calm is a skill you build by repeating small exercises. You will not be perfect. Sometimes you will react quickly. When that happens, use acceptance and return to the short routine. Name the fact that you reacted. Name the feeling. Choose one small step to restart. This quick return helps the learning. If you have strong anxiety, panic attacks, or deep depression, the simple daily exercises can help, but they may not be enough. Use these tools as part of a larger plan that includes a health professional. Tell a doctor or a therapist about the practice. They can guide you on how to include the exercises safely. Teach a simple, calm routine to your team at work. Show them the short steps to breathe, count, name, and act. Practice it once together. Ask the team to use a short pause in tense meetings. The shared practice can make the workplace less reactive and more steady. Celebrate small gains. If you used the pause before a hard message or kept calm in a meeting, note that moment in your short daily record. One line of progress helps keep the habit alive. Do not make the record into a list of failures. Use it to learn. Use the calm exercises as a bridge to other small tests you might try later. When you can calm your mind in short stress, you will be more ready to try brief challenges that build skill. Calm practice makes it safer to choose a small test and to learn from it without losing control. Keep the practice gentle. The aim is steady repetition and small gains. Make the exercises part of your normal day. Do them in the morning, at a midday reset, and in the evening. Use them in meetings, calls, messages, and hard talks. Use them when you feel high tension and when you feel small worry. The more you use the short routine, the more it becomes a simple tool you can reach for without thinking. If you forget a day, do not judge yourself. Name the fact that you missed a day. Name the feeling in one word. Choose one small action now to restart. A quick return matters more than long guilt. Practice the breathing, the count, the feeling word, and the tiny action. Make the action small and repeatable. Track a short note each day in words. Use the tools until they feel natural. Over time, the calm will become easier to reach, and this steady calm will support the other small steps you want to take in life. The calm you build with short breaths and a quiet pause makes it possible to try small tests every day. Small tests are chosen challenges that you set on purpose. They are short. They are limited. They push you a little past what feels easy. They do not push you into harm. They help you grow step by step. A small test asks for one clear action you will do each day. Choose a test that is simple to say. Say the test out loud or write it in a note. Make the test clear so you can tell if you did it or not. The test should be harder than your usual comfort, but still small enough to repeat. If a test feels too big, make it smaller. If it feels too easy, add one small increase later. Pick one area to test. You can choose work, body, or social life. For work, you might add 5 minutes of focused work on one task that you avoid. For the body, you might add a short set of moves that is one rep or one step harder than usual. For social life, you might make one short, honest call you have been delaying. The tests must be short and measurable. Set a time and a clear rule for the test. For example, say, "Today at 11 o'clock I will write for 5 minutes without editing." Or say, "Today after lunch I will do one extra set of 5 gentle squats." The clear rule keeps your plan simple and doable. Set the test for the same time each day if you can. A fixed time makes it easier to repeat. If your day changes, choose a small window you can use most days. If a fixed time is not possible, pick a trigger. A trigger is a small event that reminds you to do the test. The trigger can be finishing a meeting, having a cup of coffee, or arriving home. Keep the test short so you can do it even when you are busy. The point is to repeat the test every day. Write the test down in a short note. Use a paper note, a phone note, or a small card. In the note, put the test and the time. Below it, write a short rule that says how you will measure it. Keep the measure simple. If the test is a call, the measure is that you made the call. If the test is work, the measure is that you worked for the set time. If the test is a body move, the measure is that you did the set. Clear measurement makes it easy to track progress. After you do the test, write a short line about how it felt. Keep the record tiny. Write the date in words. Write the test. Write one short feeling word such as anxious, tired, proud, or calm. Then give a difficulty score with words on a simple scale from 1 to 10. Use words for the numbers. 1 means very easy, 10 means very hard. This short record helps you see patterns over days and weeks. It shows when the test is too hard and when it is just right. Start with very small tests. Small is the key. If your test is to write, start with 5 minutes and keep the rules strict. Write for 5 minutes without editing. If your test is exercise, start with a brief set such as 5 squats or 1 minute of movement. If your test is a social step, start with a 1-minute phone call or a short message that speaks one clear idea. Small tests reduce excuses. They make it easier to do the action even on a heavy day. Repeat the test each day for a short period. Do not use a single day as the test. Do the same test for several days in a row. Repetition grows skill. If you do the same tiny step every day, the step becomes easier. After a few weeks, you can add a slight increase. Increase by a tiny amount. Add 1 minute, add 1 rep, add 1 small sentence. The small increase keeps you moving without breaking your progress. Use the calm tools before a test. Pause, breathe, count, and name the feeling. Then start the test. The short calm routine will help you begin without panic. It will help you keep focus. When the test is small and calm, you learn steady action under mild stress. That learning transfers to bigger moments when you need it. Keep safety in mind. Do not push your body into real pain. If a test causes sharp pain or injury, stop and change it. If a test causes strong anxiety that you cannot manage, pause and seek help. If you have a health condition, check with a medical person before you try tests that stress the body. Tests are meant to build strength safely. They are not a way to prove more than your limits. If a test brings strong emotion, use social support. Tell a friend what you plan to do. Ask that friend to check in with a short message or a call. A small check-in can help you keep the habit. It can also help you stay safe if the test triggers heavy feelings. Share the simple rule with one person who will support you without judgment. This small step of sharing increases the chance you will keep the test day after day. Make the test measurable. Use numbers in words to mark the test. Say 5 minutes, 3 reps, or 1 short call. Keep the measure clear so you can say yes or no at the end of the day. If you say yes, mark it done. If you say no, write a 1-sentence note about what stopped you and 1 sentence about the next tiny step to restart. Restart quickly. A missed day is a normal part of practice. Do not let a missed day end the whole plan. Quick restarts matter more than long, perfect streaks. Change tests slowly. If you run the same test for a week and it feels easy, add a small change the next week. If your test is 5 minutes of focused work, add 1 minute the next week. If your test is 5 squats, add 1 more squat the next week. If your test is 1 honest call, add 2 calls the next week, or make a call that lasts a few minutes longer. Small changes build ability without breaking you. Track your progress with a short weekly review. At the end of each week, read your short notes. Look at the dates written in words and the feelings you recorded. See if the difficulty level is moving. If the test is always very hard, make it smaller. If the test is always very easy, add 1 small increase for the next week. The review only needs a few minutes. It helps you tune the plan and keep the tests useful. Expect setbacks and treat them as data. A setback is not a failure that ruins the plan. It is information about what is too hard or what blocks you. When a setback happens, write what stopped you in 1 sentence. Then write 1 sentence about the next tiny step you will try. Start again the next day. This quick restart keeps the habit alive and reduces the power of a missed day. Use small tests to change comfort habits. Watch your day and find a moment you always choose ease. It might be skipping a step at work, leaving a task half done, or avoiding a small call. Replace that ease with a tiny test. For example, if you always skip a call, set a rule for a 10-second check and then a short call that lasts 1 minute. If you always leave a task half done, set a rule for 5 focused minutes to close one small part of the task. These small changes shift habit over time. Set limits to keep the tests safe. Choose a clear maximum for your test and use that limit. For physical tests, choose a rep limit or a short time limit. For work tests, choose a time box. For social tests, choose a short script and a time for the call. Limits keep the test small and reduce the chance that you will overdo it. The test should be something you can recover from easily. Use notes to find patterns. After a few weeks, you will see repeats. Maybe a certain time of day you are tired. Maybe a certain person triggers a bigger feeling. Use this learning to change the test or its timing. Move tests to times when you have more energy if needed. Change the test if a certain trigger is too strong. The change can be small and safe. The aim is steady growth, not drama. Choose tests that build skill you need. If you want more focus at work, pick short focused work tests. If you want more strength in the body, pick brief movement tests. If you want less avoidance in social life, pick short, honest calls. The test should be a clear step toward what you want to improve. Repeat the step daily until it begins to feel normal. Keep a simple reward for completion if that helps. A reward can be a short mental note of approval, a small cup of tea, or a brief break. The reward is not a bribe. It is a small cue that marks the work done. Use rewards that do not replace the next test. Keep them tiny so the habit stays simple. Use the 3 rules together. Accept what you cannot change and name the fact. Use the calm pause and breath before you act. Then do the small test you choose. The 3 steps build a small chain that is easy to repeat. When you accept, calm, and test, you use your energy on action rather than on worry. The actions add up. If the test fails in a strong way, step back. If a test causes real harm, stop it. Seek help. If a test produces strong anxiety you cannot manage, talk to a professional. A doctor or a therapist can guide how to change tests safely. Tests are for steady growth. They are not for proving something at the cost of your health. Adjust tests for real life. If you are traveling or if the day is heavy, lower the test. If you are well rested and ready, you may raise the test by 1 small amount. Use flexibility to keep the habit going. The rule is simple. Keep the test small enough to repeat and change slowly over time. Use a clear start and a clear stop for each test. A start is a time or a trigger. A stop is a small marker such as a timer or a short-end phrase. For example, you might say, "I will write for 5 minutes and stop." Use a timer if it helps. A clear stop reduces the chance that you will drift into long sessions that tire you out. Practice tests in low-risk settings first. Try small challenges when the stakes are low. Use them to learn how the test feels. As you gain confidence, you can set slightly larger tests, but always keep growth slow and safe. The goal is steady habit, not one big display. If you want support, find a partner who will test with you. 2 people can do small tests at the same time and then report back to each other. The partner can be a friend, a co-worker, or a family member. The partner helps with accountability and with calm if things feel hard. Keep the partner support simple. 1 short message each evening is often enough. Use simple scripts for social tests. Before a call, write 1 short sentence that you will say. Keep the sentence direct and kind. Practice it once in your head with a calm breath before you call. The short script reduces the chance that you will freeze or avoid the call. After the call, note 1 short line about how it felt and the difficulty level. Repeat the test if you need more practice. Keep tests specific. A vague test is hard to measure. For example, do not say, "I will improve my writing." Say instead, "I will write for 5 minutes at 11 o'clock." Specific tests are easier to do and to track. When the test is clear, you can measure success and learn from it. If the mind makes excuses, make the test even smaller. If the test is 5 minutes and you keep skipping it, try 2 minutes. If 2 minutes still feels hard, try 1 minute. The action must be so small that you cannot find a good reason not to do it. Small steps remove the momentum of avoidance and rebuild the habit of action. Use a short plan for the week. Choose one small test to do each day for 7 days. Keep the rule the same for the week. At the end of the week, read your notes. See the dates in words and the short feeling words you used. Adjust the test for the next week with a tiny change if it feels right. Keep the plan simple and repeatable. When setbacks happen, be kind to yourself. A missed day is not a failure. It is a normal part of practice. Write one sentence about what stopped you. Then write one sentence about the next tiny step to restart. Do the step the next day. Quick restarts keep the habit alive. After several weeks, you will see change. Small tests lead to small gains in skill. Tasks that once felt hard will begin to feel more normal. Your confidence will grow little by little. You will find new moments where you can add a small test and keep moving forward. Remember that tests are not perfect. They are a way to learn. Some tests will help you. Some tests will show you that a different small step is needed. Use your notes to guide what to change. The best tests are the ones you can do again and again. Keep safety first. If a test causes real pain or strong harm, stop it and get help. If the test triggers deep anxiety or feelings you cannot manage, reach out to a mental health professional. Tests are a small tool. They do not replace medical or professional help when you need it. Small daily tests give you a simple way to build strength. They keep the work short and clear. They ask for steady repetition. They ask you to accept facts, to calm the mind, and then to act. When you do the small work each day, you will find the edge of your comfort slowly move. Your skill will grow step by step. Your life will change through steady, small choices. Because you have learned to calm and to test, you will now see where you choose comfort by habit. Notice the small moments when you choose ease instead of a short test. These moments repeat. They shape how your day goes. If you change one of them, you change many small choices over time. Modern life gives many easy options. Many tools and services do work for you. They save time and energy. That can be useful. It can also make you skip many small chances to grow. When you always choose the easy path, you lose practice in small challenge. Skill and confidence do not grow without practice. To change that, find one habit of comfort to change. Start by watching a day. Watch from the time you wake until the time you sleep. Pay attention to simple choices. Note the moment you reach for your phone instead of starting work. Note the moment you stay on the couch instead of standing to do a short task. Note the moment you choose a ready meal instead of a small effort to cook. Note the moment you avoid a short call because you fear an answer. Write down these moments in a short note. Use a paper note or a phone note. Keep the list small and clear. When you look at your list, pick one habit that feels most common and that you can change with a small step. Choose a habit that is not deeply tied to danger or major cost. Choose a habit that you can change with one small daily test. The choice must be small enough that you can do it even on a heavy day. Keep the test simple and measurable. Say the test in one short sentence and write it down. Be specific. Use words for any numbers. Make a rule you can check at the end of the day. For example, write, "At 9 o'clock I will write for 5 minutes without editing." Or write, "After lunch I will do 5 squats." Or write, "When I notice myself opening social media, I will put the phone in another room for 10 minutes and start a short work task. The rule must be clear so you can mark it done. Choose a time for the test if you can. A set time makes repetition easier. If the day is unpredictable, choose a trigger instead of a time. A trigger is an event you can use to start. The trigger can be the end of a meeting, a coffee cup, or arriving at your desk. Make the trigger simple and visible. When the trigger comes, do the small test without delay. Tell one person if that helps you keep the plan. A short message to a friend or to a coworker can add a small layer of accountability. Say one line, "I will do 5 minutes of focused work today at 9 o'clock. Will you check in?" Keep the request short. Many people will agree to a small check-in. A short check-in can make the daily test easier to do. Prepare a small environment change that makes the test easier and comfort harder. If your comfort habit is endless phone scrolling, put the phone in another room during work time. If your comfort habit is avoiding a short call, write the short script you will say and leave it on a small sticky note. If your comfort habit is always choosing a ready meal, put one simple ingredient on the counter so you can start cooking. Small environment changes remove friction for the test and increase friction for the comfort choice. Start very small. The test should be tiny. A tiny test removes the many excuses your mind makes. If your test is writing, 5 minutes is enough. If your test is exercise, 5 slow squats or 1 minute of walking is enough. If your test is a call, 1 minute of speaking can be enough. Small tests are easy to repeat and hard to refuse. Use the calm routine before you start the test. Pause, breathe, count slowly, name the feeling, and then do the tiny action. The calm step helps you begin. It reduces the rush of avoidance. It keeps the test doable even when the mind wants comfort. Keep a short record each day. Write the date in words at the top of a note. Write the test and the time. Then write one short word that describes how it felt. Use words like anxious, tired, proud, or calm. Then give a difficulty score using words for the number such as 1, 2, or 3 up to 10, but write the number in words. 1 means easy, 10 means very hard. Keep the record to 1 line. This short record helps you see patterns and adjust the plan. At the end of a week, read your lines. You will see when the test felt too hard and when it felt right. If the test is always very hard, make it smaller. If the test is always very easy and you want more growth, add a small change the next week. Add 1 minute to the time, add 1 rep to the movement, or add 1 short sentence to the call. Change slowly and safely. Expect missed days. Missing a day is normal. Do not make a missed day into a reason to stop. When you miss one day, write 1 short sentence about what stopped you. Then write 1 short sentence about the next tiny action you will try. Restart the next day. Quick restarts matter more than long, perfect streaks. When the habit is strong, you will find hidden comfort moments. You may see that you check your phone before a meeting. You may see that you skip a sentence in writing because you fear judgment. You may see that you choose a long shower instead of a short, focused plan. Each of these moments is an opportunity for a tiny test. Keep the tests small and targeted to the habit you want to change. Use a simple script to start hard calls or conversations. Before you dial, breathe and say 1 short line that you will use. The script can be 1 sentence that guides you. For example, "I want to share a quick update," or "I need 2 minutes to explain something." A small script reduces the chance to avoid the call or to say nothing under stress. If your comfort habit is at night, change the evening routine in 1 small step. For example, if you often scroll for a long time before sleep, set a rule to stop screen use 30 minutes before bed and read a short page of a book instead. If you often eat late because you avoid small tasks, put a bowl of fruit on the table so you can choose a small, healthy bite. Small shifts in the evening can increase your energy the next day. When you choose a test for physical health, keep safety first. Do not create a test that pushes into real pain. Start with gentle movement. If you have health conditions, check with a doctor about safe limits. Tests are for steady growth and not for risk. Increase slowly and stop if you feel sharp pain. If anxiety blocks you from a social test, use support. Ask one trusted person to be a short check-in. Tell that person your plan and ask for a small message after the test. If a call feels impossible, start with a short message that says what you want to say. A text can open space for a later call. Use the small step that fits your capacity. Keep the plan flexible. Some days are heavy. On those days, make the test even smaller. If you planned 5 minutes and the day is hard, do 1 minute. The goal is to keep the habit alive. A tiny action on a hard day is better than no action. On easier days, you can add a small bit. Notice mental stories that make comfort strong. Your mind may tell you, "I need more time," or "I will do it later." Say out loud, "That is a story." Then return to the fact. Name what is real now. Use the calm pause. Do the tiny test. Short steps break the power of the story. Use timers and alarms to help. Set a timer for 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Use a visible alarm that rings or a soft vibration. When the timer rings, stop. Record the test done. The timer gives a clear start and a clear stop. The start and stop make the test feel safe and limited. Place small rewards after completion if that helps you keep the habit. The reward can be a short pause to drink a cup of tea or to stand and stretch. A tiny reward marks the effort and makes the habit feel acknowledged. Keep the reward small so it does not replace the next test. Change the environment to remove easy comfort triggers. If the habit is to reach for a snack at the desk, move snacks to a cupboard and keep water at the desk. If the habit is to open a social app automatically, turn off notifications for a short time. Small changes in the environment make the test easier to follow. Set a simple weekly plan. Use the same test for a full week. At the end of the week, review the short notes you made. Check the dates in words and look at the difficulty scores you wrote. Decide one small change for the next week. Keep the plan short and repeatable. Share the test plan with a partner or a group if you want more support. 2 people can do the same small test and check in with a short message each evening. A partner can make the test more likely to happen. Keep the sharing simple and without blame. A small message of support is enough. Use the 3 rules together when you change a comfort habit. First, accept the moment you feel the urge to choose comfort. Say the fact in 1 sentence. Second, do the calm pause and breathe and count to 3. Name the feeling in 1 word. Third, do the small test you planned. The chain of acceptance, calm, and action makes the change steady. Notice progress over time. After several weeks of small tests, you will see small changes. The tests will feel easier. You may find you no longer reach for certain comforts automatically. Your confidence will grow a little at a time. The changes are slow. The slow change is steady and safe. If a test shows you a deep block, take a step to get help. If the test triggers strong anxiety or old pain, speak with a mental health professional. A trained person can help you make tests that are safe and useful. The tests are an aid. They do not replace professional care when you need it. When setbacks happen, look for the cause. A missed day can tell you that the time you chose was wrong, or it can show that the test was too large. Use the note you wrote to change the test. Move the time, lower the minutes, or change the trigger. Quick changes keep the habit alive. Do small experiments with the timing of the test. If you always feel tired in the late afternoon, try the test in the morning. If a test after lunch fails because of a heavy schedule, find a new trigger such as after a short break. Small moves in time can make the test fit your real life. Keep a small habit of review at the end of the week. Read the dates written in words. Read the short feeling words. Read the difficulty scores in words. If you see a pattern, adjust the test slowly. The weekly review takes only a few minutes, and it helps you stay honest with the plan. Be patient. Changing a comfort habit is slow work. The habit has formed over many days. Changing it will take many small acts. Each day you do the tiny test, you add one small change to the pattern. Over time, those small changes become new daily ways. Make sure the test is meaningful to you. Choose a test that moves you toward a real goal. If you want more focus, choose a short, focused work test. If you want more strength, choose a short movement test. If you want more honesty, choose a 1-minute call or message that speaks a simple truth. A test that matters to you will be easier to keep. Use simple language to record your plan and your notes. 1 line per day is enough. Use the date in words. Use short feeling labels. Use a small difficulty number in words. The simple record will show change over time. It will help you see what to change. If the habit you want to change is shared with another person, talk about it. Say the new rule you plan to try. Ask for one small help or a small adjustment from that person. Keep the talk short and direct. A shared plan can shift household or work routines so you both can change. If you find resistance, do not give up. Resistance is normal. It is a sign that a pattern is strong. Use the calm pause. Name the resistance. Do the tiny test anyway. Small repeated returns will weaken the resistance. Do not try to change too many comfort habits at once. Pick one habit and work it for a few weeks. When that habit becomes easier, choose the next one. Slow change is more reliable than fast and many changes at once. Keep safety always in mind. Tests should not create harm. If a test hurts your body, stop. If it makes your mind worse in a lasting way, stop and get help. Tests are tools for steady growth. They are not a proof of strength at the cost of your health. When you keep small tests every day, your days will change. The small actions add up. You will have more moments of practice. Your skills will grow. Your comfort will no longer be the default choice you make without thinking. This change does not ask for heroism. It asks for steady, small acts. Pick one comfort habit to change. Make a tiny, clear test and a strict time or trigger. Use the calm pause before you act. Keep a short daily record with the date in words and a 1-line note on feeling and difficulty. Restart quickly after setbacks. Adjust slowly. Over weeks and months, the small tests will move your life towards steady growth. As you do a small test each day, a simple record will show what changes and what blocks you. Keeping a short note makes the work real. The note does not need long time. It only needs 1 line. A small record helps memory. It helps you learn from the practice. It helps you make the test fit your real life. Use one easy place to keep the record. It can be a small paper notebook, a single page, or a note in your phone. Put the note where you will find it. Choose one place and keep using it. The habit of recording is more important than the tool you use. Make the record simple so you will do it every day. Write the full date in words at the top of each entry. Use words for the month and the year. For example, write June 1st, 2025. Or write whatever date is today in words. After the date, write the test you did in one short sentence. Make the test clear and measurable in words. For example, write wrote for 5 minutes, or did 5 squats, or made 1 short call. Keep the wording exact so you can check at the end of the day. Add 1 short feeling word to the line. Use 1 simple word that fits how you felt after the test. Words like anxious, tired, proud, calm, or frustrated work well. The feeling word does not need to explain everything. It only names the main state you felt. This short name helps you see how feelings change with practice. Give a difficulty score in words on a scale from 1 to 10. Use the number words. 1 means very easy, 10 means very hard. For example, write difficulty 3 or difficulty 7. The score is a quick measure. It helps you see if the test is too hard or too easy over several days. Keep the record to 1 line per day. For example, you can write a line that says the date in words, the test, the feeling word, and the difficulty score in words. A short line is easy to make each day. If you want to add 1 short note about what helped or what stopped you, write 1 extra short sentence. Keep it tiny so the record does not become a chore. Do a weekly check of the lines you wrote. At the end of 7 days, read the dates in words. Look at the tests and the feeling words. Look at the difficulty scores. Ask a simple question. Does the difficulty go down, stay the same, or go up? If the difficulty is often high, lower the test a little. If the difficulty is often very low, add a small increase. The weekly check helps you tune the practice. If you miss a day, do not make it a story. Missed days are normal. When you miss a day, write the date in words and 1 short sentence about what stopped you. Then write 1 short sentence about the next very small step you will do to restart. For example, write, June 2nd, 2025, missed practice because of work. Tomorrow I will do 1 minute of writing at 9 o'clock. A short restart plan helps you return quickly. Use the record to find patterns that block you. After 2 or 3 weeks, you will see repeats. Maybe you skip the practice at a certain hour. Maybe a person or a place often makes the test harder. When you see the pattern, change the test or the time. Move the test to a time when you have more energy. Or make the test even smaller on hard days. Changing small things keeps the habit alive. If the test is too hard many days in a row, lower it now. Do not wait until you feel more motivation. A test that is too large will lead to more missed days. If you lower the test, keep it so small you can do it even on a heavy day. Small wins every day build a stronger habit than occasional big wins. If the test is too easy many days in a row and you want more growth, add 1 small step. For example, add 1 minute to the time, add 1 rep to the movement, or add 1 extra sentence to the writing test. Increase slowly and keep the record for the change. See how the difficulty score moves after a small rise. When a setback feels big, use a short rule to respond. Stop and write 1 sentence that names the fact. Say 1 short sentence that names the feeling. Then write 1 small next step and do it now. For example, write, missed 5 days, feeling discouraged, will do 1 minute now. Then do the minute step at once. A small action breaks the pause and restarts the habit. Keep safety and limits in view when you check your record. A record can show you that a physical test is causing pain. If the record shows rising pain or danger, stop that test and see a health professional. If the record shows deeper anxiety or worsening mood, seek help from a mental health professional. The record is a tool to protect you, not to push you into harm. Share your record with 1 trusted person if that helps. Some people find it easier to keep a practice when they tell a friend. A short message each evening to a friend can be enough. You can write a short line and send it. The social step adds a small level of honesty and support. Keep the sharing short and kind. Ask for check-in, not for critique. Use the record to track more than days done and missed. Add a short note about the time of day, the energy level, and a trigger you noticed. For example, write in 1 short sentence, did practice in the morning, energy low, phone open before task. These small notes help you find what helps and what blocks you. Do not write long essays. Keep the notes to 1 line so you will use them. When you try a change in the plan, mark the change in your record. Write the date in words and the small change you made. For example, June 10th, 2025, increased writing to 6 minutes. Then watch the difficulty score in the next days. changing slowly, and writing the change helps you learn which small rises work and which do not. If you use a phone note or a digital file to track, keep a simple title for the file and use short lines for each day. If you use paper, keep the book small and only one page per week if that helps. The tool matters less than the steady use. Make the process easy so you will not skip the record itself. Use the record to build a habit of review. Each week spend a few minutes reading the lines and thinking about one small change. Keep the changes small and safe. A weekly review of only a few minutes is enough. The review keeps the practice honest and moving forward. When you look at your record after a few weeks, you will find that small wins add up. A week of low difficulty means the test is becoming easier. Keep the test steady or add a small rise if you want to keep growing. If the difficulty goes down and then back up, look for external causes. Maybe a busy week changed your energy. Adjust the test for that week and restart. If you reach a point where you want larger change, plan a small sequence of rises over several weeks. For example, plan to add 1 minute of writing every 2 weeks. Put that plan in the record and track how each rise felt. Slow, planned change keeps the practice steady and reduces the chance of burning out. When you face a failure that feels big, do one small thing right away. A small step to restart can be a short writing of 1 sentence, a 2-minute walk, or a 1-line text to a friend that says you will try again tomorrow. Quick actions reduce the weight of a failure and make it easier to return to the plan. Keep the language in the record simple. Use short words and short lines. For example, write June 15th, 2025. 5 minutes writing. Feeling tired. Difficulty 4. The short line is quick to write and quick to read. Over time, the lines will show a map of small steps you took. Use the record to notice triggers. If you find that certain hours or places make the test harder, plan around them. Change the time of the test or change the trigger you use. For example, if the evening makes you tired, move the test to the morning or use a short break after lunch as a trigger. The record will show what time works best. If you plan to use a partner for accountability, agree on a very small check-in. 1 short message or 2 words can be enough. For example, you might send a short line that says, "Done" or "Done 5 minutes." Keep the check-in short so it does not become a burden. The goal is to keep the practice honest, not to create more work. If you use a timer for the test, mark the start time and the stop time in words if that helps. A timer gives a clear limit to the test. A clear limit makes the test feel safe. When the timer stops, write 1 short note in your record about how it felt and the difficulty score in words. When you look back at the record after many weeks, do not judge yourself for hard days. See the lines as data. They tell you what works and what does not. Use the data to make small changes. The record will show slow progress even when it does not feel fast. If the record shows a long period of missed days, do not stop. Find the smallest action you can do now and make a rule for it. For example, say, "Today I will write 1 sentence at 9 o'clock." Put that line in the record and do it. The habit of restarting quickly is more important than perfection. Keep 1 short file or page for ideas on how to change tests. When you find a small tweak that might help, write it in 1 line. Later, you can try the tweak for a week and write the result. Over time, this list of small ideas will help you find paths forward without long planning. If your record shows that a test causes real pain or a strong drop in mood, stop the test and get help. Use the note to show the pattern to a doctor or a mental health professional. A simple log can be very useful when a professional asks what happened and when. Do not try to prove something on your own if your health is at risk. Use short positive notes occasionally. When a test goes well, write 1 short line that says what helped. For example, write, "Felt proud," "Music on helped," or "Felt calm," "Short walk before helped." These small notes give you tools to repeat when you need them. If you want to measure more than difficulty, you can add a one-word note for energy and one-word note for focus. Keep the notes short. For example, write energy low, focus low. Do not add many words. Keep the record light so you will use it. When you use the record with a friend, agree on one short privacy rule. Decide what you will share and what you will keep private. A clear rule keeps the work safe and honest. Some people will only share that they did the test. Others may share a short line about feeling. Make the rule that fits you. When you make changes, mark them in the record. Use the date in words and one short line about the change. For example, write June 20th, 2025, lowered to 2 minutes. Later you will see if the change helped. If you find the record hard to keep, make it even simpler. Use one line that only says the date in words and either the word done or the word missed. Do this for a week. When the habit returns, add the feeling word and the difficulty score again. A tiny record is better than none. Keep the record where you will see it at the time you do the test. If the note is in your phone, open it when you finish the test and write the line now. If it is on paper, keep the paper near your workspace. Writing at the time you finish helps the record be accurate. Use the record to celebrate small improvements. When you see a difficulty score fall from 7 to 5 over a few weeks, write a short line that says, "Progress." A small note of success helps the habit stay alive. You do not need a big celebration. A small recognition is enough. If you use the record for many months, keep a short monthly review page. At the end of 4 weeks, write one short line about the main change you saw and one short plan for the next month. The monthly view helps you keep a slow, steady path without deciding too much each day. When you teach the record to a friend, show the simple one line and the scale from 1 to 10 in words. Practice writing one line together. A short shared practice can make the record feel easy and clear. Above all, use the record to help you return quickly after a missed day. A missed day is a small fact. Name it. Write one sentence about what stopped you. Write one sentence about the next tiny step. Do that step today. Quick restarts build a steady path. Keep safety and limits always in view as you track progress. The record will show when a test is too hard. Use the note to protect yourself. When your body or your mind signals danger, stop and seek help. Tracking is a tool for steady growth and for safety. Use it gently, keep it simple, and let it guide the small steps that make steady change. The short record you keep will tell you when a test is too hard and when you need to change the plan. That record helps you protect your health and your progress. It helps you set clear limits. It helps you make slow, steady growth that you can keep over months and years. Growth comes from small stress that you can recover from. If you push past your safe limits, you may get hurt or burned out. If you rest and recover, you can return and keep going. Listen to your body and to your mood. When your body gives strong pain signals, stop the test. When your mind feels very anxious or very low for a long time, stop and get help. These are simple safety rules to keep the practice healthy. Set clear physical limits for tests that use your body. Do not try a test that causes sharp pain. Sharp pain is a sign that tissue may be harmed. If you feel sharp pain, stop at once. If pain is mild and goes away with rest, you can try a smaller test later. Warm up before a physical test. Warm the muscles with a short, gentle move. Cool down after the test with a few slow breaths and gentle stretches. If you have a health condition, talk to a doctor before you change your activity. A medical person can tell you safe limits and useful steps. Choose small physical increases that your body can handle. If you do a short body test each day, add a tiny bit of work slowly. For example, if you walk for 5 minutes, try adding 1 minute after several weeks, not after one day. If you do a small set of moves for the body, Add one extra repetition only when the set feels easy most days. The slow rise will let your muscles and joints adapt without stress that you cannot recover from. Track pain and soreness in your record. Use one short word to describe the pain if it appears. Note if the pain is sharp or if it is a dull ache. Note how long it lasts. If soreness goes away with rest in a short time, you may continue with a smaller test. If it grows or does not go away, stop and seek advice from a health professional. A simple record helps your doctor or therapist know what happened when you ask for help. Set mental health limits too. If a test makes you feel very anxious, dizzy, or panicked, stop the test. If your sleep falls apart, your appetite changes a lot, or your mood stays very low for many days, tell a doctor or a therapist. These signs mean you need help beyond small practice. The small tests are not a treatment for severe mental health issues. They are a tool for steady practice when you are well enough to use them. Use trusted help if a test touches old pain or trauma. If a small test brings up a strong memory or a feeling you cannot manage, contact a mental health professional. A trained person can guide you to safe steps and can help you plan tests that do not cause harm. Asking for help is a safe and strong action. It keeps the practice useful and protects your safety. Set simple recovery rules. Rest at least one day after a strong physical test if you feel very tired or sore. Drink water and eat simple food to help your body recover. Sleep when you can. For mental stress, take a short break and do a very easy, calming step like sitting quietly for a few minutes or going for a short walk. Recovery helps your body and mind grow stronger over time. Make safety checks part of your record. Each day, write one short line about how you felt after the test. Note if you felt pain or a strong drop in mood. Use one short word to mark a serious sign such as pain or worry. If you see several entries that show growing pain or deep mood drops, stop increasing tests. Lower the test and seek professional advice if needed. The record is a simple alarm system that helps you protect yourself. Choose tests that fit your life and your limits. If you have a long workday, make the test very small so you can still do it. If you have a health professional telling you to limit activity, follow that advice. Tests are not a prize for pain. They are a steady practice that fits your life and your health. Set social limits. Do not let a test damage your relationships. If a test asks you to do something that harms others or breaks trust, stop and change the test. If a test creates conflict that grows into heavy stress, use the calm step and accept the moment. Name the feeling and choose a safe small action like stepping back or asking for a pause in the talk. Repair relationships with small, honest steps. Say one short line that clears the fact and gives a small next step. Use a clear rule for risk. If a test has a chance to do long-term harm to your body, your job, or your relationships, do not do it alone. Ask a professional or a trusted person to guide you. For physical tests that push the body, get a coach or a trainer who can teach safe form. For big social tests, ask a counselor or a trusted friend to help you plan and to support you during the test. Plan rest days and light days. Your body and mind need days that are easier. Build small rest days into your plan. If you are doing daily tests, make some days lighter than others. A light day may be a smaller test or a different kind of test that is easy and kind. Rest days let you recover and return stronger. Use a slow plan for rising challenge. After several weeks of steady small tests, you can plan a small increase. Make the amount of change very small. Add 1 minute, 1 repetition, or 1 short task. Do not change many things at once. A small rise keeps your system stable. After a small rise, keep the new level for several weeks before you change again. This slow pacing helps you build a stable habit that lasts. Watch for signs of burnout. If you feel constant tiredness, loss of interest in activities, irritability, or trouble sleeping for many days, These are signs you may be pushing too hard. If these signs appear, lower the test and use more rest. Check the record for patterns that match the signs. Use small steps to recover and seek professional help if the signs do not ease. Keep safety in your social tests. If a small social test may involve a risk to your job or to a legal issue, plan with a wise guide. If a test could hurt someone or expose you to harm, do not do it alone. A small social test should be safe and limited. Keep a clear end time or a clear script that you will use so the test has a small frame. Make recovery real. Add clear rituals that support rest. Sleep for a healthy time when you can. Eat nourishing food. Drink water. Move gently. Talk with a friend. These small acts help you recover faster. Make them simple and regular. Recovery is part of the plan, not a reward to skip. Use clear signs to know when to stop a test. For physical work, stop if you feel sharp pain, shortness of breath that is not normal, a sudden dizziness, or a rapid heart rate that does not slow with rest. For mental work, stop if you feel panic, a strong sense of being out of control, or deep sadness that grows. These signs mean the test has gone too far for now. Have a safety plan for very hard moments. Keep a list of trusted people to call. Keep contacts for medical and mental health help. If a test opens a problem that you cannot handle, use the plan to get help quickly. Having this plan reduces harm and helps you return to steady practice after you get the help you need. Use a small friend, check in. Tell one trusted person about your plan and ask them to check on you if they see a sign you struggle. A quick message or a short call from a friend can help you stop harm. Social support keeps the practice safe and honest. Keep legal and financial safety in mind. If a test touches a legal issue or a money risk, ask a professional for advice. Do not use a test to force a legal or financial choice alone. A small test should not create a big legal or financial risk without expert help. Respect how long progress takes. Long-term growth is slow. It is built from many small steps and from careful rest. Do not try to speed the process by making large jumps. Large leaps are more likely to cause harm or to stop the work. A patient slow rise keeps your health and your life stable while you grow. Make a plan that includes long view checks. Every month, review the record and ask a simple question. Am I safer now than a month ago? If the answer is not yes, change the plan. Slow plans that keep you safer are the ones that last. Keep your goals clear and small. Long-term growth is easier if you have one clear aim and many small steps that lead there. Make the steps tiny and safe. A small aim that you can do many times is stronger than a big aim you cannot repeat. Use the same safety rules if life changes. If you travel, if you have an illness, or if your work time changes, lower the test and keep one tiny habit. 1 minute of the test or a very small call can keep the habit alive when life is hard. When life is easier again, raise the test slowly back toward your plan. Agree with yourself about what success means. Success can mean doing a small test every day for many weeks. Success can mean a slow, steady rise in the difficulty score in your record. Keep the definition simple and safe. Do not let success be a reason to push into harm. Keep your environment safe. Remove sharp risks when you do physical tests. Use safe shoes, clear space, and water nearby. For social tests, make sure you have a private and safe place to talk. Small protections make the tests easier and reduce risk. Use professionals when you need them. A doctor can help with physical limits. A therapist can help with strong feelings. A coach can teach safe form for exercises. Helpers are part of a safe plan. They make it more likely that your small tests will help and not hurt. Plan for rest after big steps. Big. If you do a larger test or a new challenge, make a resting rule afterward. Rest for a day or two as your body or mind needs. This rest is not a failure. It is part of the method to build strength slowly. Watch for patterns in your record that show cycles. You may feel stronger some weeks and weak other weeks. Use the record to plan the test when your energy is higher. Move to tiny tests on your weaker weeks. The record guides small changes that keep you safe and steady. Teach your plan to others around you. Tell family and co-workers that you have a small daily test and a simple safety rule. Ask them to respect the schedule you need. Ask them to give space when you use the calm tools. A shared understanding at home or at work will make your tests easier and safer. Be kind to yourself when you need to stop. If a test harms you or brings a strong reaction, accept the moment and stop. Name the fact in one short sentence and then choose a small step to get help or to rest. Stopping is not failing. Stopping is protecting your future practice. Keep a slow plan for growth that you can follow for months. Change one small thing at a time and keep it for several weeks. Use the record and the safety rules to guide each change. Slow growth that is safe will last longer and will let you do more over time. Keep the habit of review. Each week, read your lines in the record. Each month, ask the larger questions. Are you safe? Is the test right for your life? Do you need help? Use these simple checks to protect your work and your health. If a test becomes unsafe, drop it and change to a smaller step. Do not try to prove anything with pain. Use the small step to rebuild safety. Over time, you can try another small rise when you are ready. Balance growth with care. Growth is a long series of small steps and rest. Care keeps you able to do the next step. Respect your limits. Use your record to notice when limits appear. Ask for help when you need it. Make the final plan simple. Choose one small test that fits your life. Decide a clear time or a clear trigger. Use the calm pause before you start. Do the test and write one short line in your record. Rest when your body asks. If you feel sharp pain or long low mood, stop and seek help. Use slow small changes and regular reviews. Share your plan with a trusted person who can support you. The work of steady growth is not a quick race. It is a long practice that needs limits, rest, and safety checks. Keep your steps small, your rules clear, and your record short. Give time to rest and seek help when the signs say you need it. With steady practice that respects your safety, you will build real strength and skill that lasts.